are making mistakes in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I said what I said. It's a fact. You want to know how I know? It's because we all make mistakes, human. We're all flawed. Some of us, Kakra players,
It's just funny how, like, when I started playing FF, I was, well, now I know that I was somewhat falsely led to believe that you can't really make a mistake in FF. You can just, like, do what you want, play what you want, play the way you want, and you're gonna be good to go. But like, if you actually want to play with real humans and, do some harder content, it's like you have to also learn stuff, which makes sense. But coming from, I don't know, coming from WoW with all this, like, I don't know, somewhat of a PTSD, I guess, when it comes to I don't know, when it comes to just the overall, trauma of being like expected to do stuff perfectly all the time. It was a relief to hear that you don't actually have it perfect.
make more mistakes than others. But at the end of the day, we all have sins that can never be forgiven. Not even by Yoshi P himself. All of us are guilty of cringe gamer crimes. And if you think you're not, you're in denial. Never you fear, human. I'm here to help you through the process of coming to terms with your own personal
Hello,
failures. Before I
Iridios.
get started, I have to make a tiny disclaimer. If you've been on this channel before, you know that all of my videos are extremely serious. I am incapable of sarcasm, and I would never dare to use it on the internet, where everyone else is also 100% genuine all the time. Satire is the lowest form of wit and all that. And because I can count all the way to 10 without getting confused, you know I'm the wittiest of them all. So all of my videos are serious, but this video is super duper extra serious. I advise you take notes. Starting with number 1, the biggest mistake, which is when you don't subscribe to this channel. Okay, didn't like
Good
that
one.
one. Cool, gotcha. Alright, no problem. Real list starts now. Mistake number 1, leveling more than one job. Are you a complex human being? Happen to like more than one thing? Have many interests and enjoy different play styles? Nope, stop right there. What, you want to play more than just one job? Do you have any idea how long it takes to get one job to best in slot in this game? 7 weeks. And that's
You don't necessarily have to get it to best in slot. Like, I personally am not the kind of player who would go ahead and basically get the best gear for all my jobs. But why is this so bad? Like, I've only just started with this journey, and I have like my 5 or 6 jobs at max level, and I have no intention whatsoever of getting them the best gear. But damn.
provided you can actually clear Savage. If you're a little idiot like me, then Tone Gear will take you even longer. Listen to me, if you want to play more than one job, who am I to stop you? But don't buy into the conspiracy that you can have multiple mains. What are you gonna do? Buy crafting gear? With whose gil? Your sugar daddies? I'm just saying the ERP market
Maybe.
in Limsa is competitive, and he might not always have you as his favorite. Just like his lust, the funds will one day run dry. And you know what they say, a jack of all trades is a master of none. Forcing you to get every job to 90 just to unlock a mount isn't encouraging you to try different jobs. It's Yoshi P getting a sadistic little kick out of your suffering. What are you doing it for? The title? Everyone knows the only titles that matter are...
I'm personally doing it for the mount. I saw it. When did I saw Amaro first? I didn't even know Amaro was a thing, I think, until you guys showed it to me on stream, and I was like, I want that damn bird.
titles. If you want clout, just go become a mentor. Everyone respects those people. If I look at your search info and you have every job to 90, I get jealous. I get worried about your mental state. This goes double if your crafters and gatherers are also level 90. Log off for good this time, because I can't stand it when you flex on me just by existing. Number 2. Aw yeah, expecting endgame content. Now that's funny. This is a biggie, because even I am guilty of this one. This happens every new
What does she mean by expecting endgame content? Like, it be
expansion launch, we get all excited, like, oh my goodness, there's new story quests, there's new jobs, there's new dungeons, there's extreme trials, savage. Oh man, that's so exciting. And then you finish all of that in a few weeks, and there's nothing to do other than AFK in the new endgame city and steal glamours. Don't feel bad, happens to all of us. But I think we should maybe be a little bit ashamed that we think things will be different this time around every single update. A wise man once said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Look at all these bunny boys standing next to hers. They all have like the same hairstyle. They're all equally hot and just stand there and look the same.
Please perform CBT on me. At least I think I'm remembering that right. There isn't a lot to choose from once you've done all the above, really. There's, Mahjong and Triple Triad. Chocobo Racing, Bozja, Eureka! Everyone loves that! That's a crowd pleaser. Oh, and glamour is a big thing in the community. Don't let the haters tell you that using a Fantasia every 2 weeks isn't content. Beauty is pain, both for the body and the wallet. There's definitely content if you don't play any other video games ever. If none of that sounds good to you, there is one other thing.
Like, I think I'm not even gonna get to this point in probably about a few months to even a year or two. Like, how long is it gonna take me to actually level all my jobs, to level all my crafters, to finish all the side stories that I want to finish, and that includes those post-Moogle quests too, and the riddles and Scholasticate and whatnot. Like, when am I gonna run out of stuff? Like, I don't see myself ever being this person. I'm probably gonna bite my tongue in about a year, but we'll see.
Tons of in-game content awaits you if you get involved in the ERP scene. This is the undisputed meta that no one talks about. You don't know what excitement is until you're waiting in someone else's basement, 2B pants locked and loaded, Ahagal mods at the ready, and then instead of some spicy roleplay, you sit down and talk about your feelings. This really is the greatest community of all. The E in ERP doesn't stand for erotic, it stands for endgame, baby! Number 3, trying to get housing related to waiting in someone's basement. That brings me to the housing fest. This is the most embarrassing mistake out of the entire bunch, and it goes a little bit like this. Okay, I've got a lot of gil. I've beaten the game. I've done a lot of content. I've already got my character in the latest crafting set. What about other forms of decorating? Oh hey, housing looks really cute. I want to try that. Then you do a tiny bit of research on how to get a house, and it looks pretty crazy. But like an idiot, you think to yourself, hey, who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. I should at least try. And then when
I think the time when I decided to get a house for our FC was the only and the best time for me to do that, because not long after that did I get sucked in to leveling and doing extremes and whatnot, and I don't think that I would realistically find the time to sit there and do nothing all day long. So, you know, thank God I wasn't more involved with the game.
get there, surrounded by empty energy drinks as you click on the sign like a madman at 3 a.m., you lose the plot to someone who's botting clicks. Go ahead, report them. They will never be banned. They only used a bot to get a house. It's not like they told you not to spam cure on White Mage. Now that would be a ban-worthy offense. The botter knows Yoshi P personally. Their uncle works at Square Enix. They know what 7.0 is going to be about, and it involves the deletion of all Catgirl players. Which, I wasn't supposed to let that slip. For legal reasons, that was merely a jest. Anyway, what I'm getting at here is that Yoshi P doesn't think Catgirl should have a warm place to sleep at night. So if you tried to get a house and failed, and you also play a Catgirl, that's the real reason why. It's the Lalafell Master Race, which pains me just to say it, but that's the truth. The rest of us should be grateful we can even enter.
Oh man, I don't want to be a cat girl, I want to be a cat boy. That's the stuff.
Another person's house at all and experience pure, unbridled envy. Yup, step aside, Freud. We found something far more potent than Ochinshin envy. Housing envy. Mistake number 4. Playing as a male character. Actually, this is a mistake that I've made. This is my own call-out post. I think the vast majority of Final Fantasy XIV players play as girls, and there's a good reason for that, besides just being really horny. And that's because absolutely none of the gear in this game is made with you in mind. I do mean that. It's less obvious for tanks, more obvious for DPS, and extremely obvious for healers. 9 times out of 10, you will need to bust out the glamours, because the default outfits will make you look like 10 demented Furbies stuffed into a single Boy Scout's uniform. Thinking about playing as a male for once? Don't.
Okay, I know this is something that I think this is really wrong to say, but this is how I felt when I played my Rogadin. Even though she was a female. Like, I felt so forgotten by Square Enix. It felt so bad.
Don't do what I did. Keep your friends close and your tits closer. I encourage you to take a look at the Mog Station and realize every male equivalent of the outfits is objectively worse. You could make an argument for the Prince outfit, but that doesn't count, because both of those are hideous. Perhaps the most outrageous example of all is the schoolboy Hakama. You can't even dye this. It will ruin the outfit's pattern if you do. Amazing! This is somehow worth $18 when it's not on sale, by the way. Also, if you play as a guy, the disparity of gender within the Scions will hit you hard. They're all men. They also have a ridiculous amount of white hair representation, but they're also men. Istola may not be a man, but she's more masculine than you'll ever be. And Alisaie looks just like her brother, who is a man. So with those two out of the way, what do you really have? Cryo? You mean a Lalafell that uses a yellow coat to appropriate catgirl culture? Oh, maybe Hilda? You mean that half-breed abomination? Reen? Who can't even go back to the— Oh, wait, no. We can't talk about Reen. That would be a spoiler. I am personally begging the devs to give me a bunny girl Scion to send over. Watching Zepla's videos can't keep me going forever. Number 5. Finally, we have the biggest mistake of all. The worst by far. If you avoided this mistake, you would have avoided all of the others by default. Installing the game. Don't do it. This game is a trap. It lures you in with promises of cat girls and bunny boys, and all it gives you is, well, cat girls and bunny boys, but it also gives you secondhand embarrassment. The first time you ever take a screenshot of your character, something inside of you dies. Yes, it's your pride. You're getting a—
How is this turning out to be one of the best Final Fantasy 14 commercials ever?
Attached to these pixels on a screen, and you used to make fun of weeps for their waifus, but now you're no better than they are. It's a humbling moment. You are now obsessed with this game. You eat, sleep, and breathe Final Fantasy 14. You actually care about improving your rotation. All of your glamour plates are full. You browse the subreddits. You watch YouTube content about this game. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. And think about how large this game is. 1 million gajillion gigabytes? That's a lot of perfectly good computer space that could have been used to download other cooler games, like Cookie Clicker and Minecraft mods. And pictures of Graha Tia getting absolutely railed by— What I'm trying to say is that 14 is a gateway drug towards further degeneracy. It'll make you do something really cringe, like enjoy a video game. Everyone knows cool kids don't enjoy the video games they play every single day. And I'm just hoping none of you started playing Nier because of the 24-man raids or something. That game will also ruin your life. You'd even have—
Oh my god, I'm so guilty of wanting to play that game. I haven't had the time and I really, really, really want to get into it. Oh, when am I gonna be able to do that? Do you guys think I should play it on stream? I should. I probably should. Oh, I feel so bad that I haven't played it at all. I don't think I even enjoyed those raids fully because I have no idea what's going on.
has an achievement of shame, which you get from looking up 2B skirts several times, which I definitely don't have. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Right now, I'm just glad I've managed to fix all of your life problems in one short video. It's amazing what the internet can do. Wonders never cease. Who knew? One day, a cringy anime girl would help you improve your 14 gameplay. Not to toot my own horn, but when it comes to life advice, I have a pink parse, human. Now tremble before my glory and my rapping prowess.
New record. These lyrics make the least sense yet.
Stupid gamers, assemble. No time for the judgmental. We all make mistakes, like my birth, it's accidental. Please try to be gentle. A little less parental, too much heat for me to take. Get a bit sentimental. Though my mind is a temple, it's true my heart resembles melted milkshakes. Guess I'm dumb, fact is fundamental, but our presence instrumental. If it's toxic, incidental. Only a bit temperamental, we casuals, transcendental.
Oh god.
Yeah, you elitist scum.
Oh, that was a good one.